Hi and welcome back to SkillCurb. This is your host Reyes and we're here at firecrawl.dev. So today we're going to be talking about this new agent feature. And here in the documentation, you can see that we have a new Fire1 agent and it enables intelligent navigation and interaction with web pages, which means that if you have some authentication, like you have to enter a password or a username, it's going to help you do that and also scrape. So you can plan and take actions to uncover data, interact with buttons, links, inputs, and dynamic elements, and get multiple pages of data that require pagination, multiple steps, etc. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be testing out this playground, as well as we're going to be running this locally on a machine inside our code editor and actually hit the API to extract data using Fire1 Endpoint. So without further ado, let's dive right in and explore this new Fire1 agent. But before we start with the video, I want to talk about the pricing. So Firecrawl has a really flexible pricing. They have a free plan where you get 500 credits, which is more like scraping 500 pages, and you can do 2 concurrent browsers as well as low rate limits. If you go with the hobby plan, it gives you 3000 credits per month, which is around 3000 pages scraped with 5 concurrent browsers. So it's really up to you which plan you want to go with. But as always, I'm going to suggest that you go with the free plan and first try this out. And if you think that this is the tool that you want to go with, then you can go and choose whatever plan you prefer. So let's go ahead, go to the playground right over here. So we're going to choose a single URL. And for that, I'm going to use this dev.skillcurb.com URL. And as you can see, this is password protected, and unless and until I enter a password, you cannot access the actual website, which will look something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop in the URL right here, and then I'm going to enable this model Fire1 here, and here I can go ahead and give it a prompt in natural language or an instruction of how it's gonna go where and which password to enter where. So there you go. I have my prompt right over here, which goes like on dev.skillcup.com, enter password. I'm not gonna be showing my password here because that's the actual password, but I will be pasting in my password here. Then go to the AI tools section on the top nav bar, and in the AI tools, scrape the names of 20 AI tools. So what this should do is it should sign up with my password here, then go to this AI tools section and scrape the name of the 20 tools from right over here. So let's go ahead and actually hit run to check out the results. And when you start run, it's going to show you the live preview of how things are going on the web page. So it's scraping the URL. There you go. It's running one of the 2 concurrent browsers. There you go. We are at the dev.skillcup.com, and here it should enter the password. You can see it's entering the password on its own and then hitting login. I'm not doing anything. So this is more like the preview of how this Fire1 agent is working at the back. So this is the home page. Now you should go to the AI tools section on the top nav bar. There you go. We are in the AI tools section. Now it should scrape the name of the first 20 AI tools. And there you go. We have the markdown response as well as the JSON response right over here. And we can check the browser view as well. First tool it scraped is this Kive with the link and the image, also the SkillCurb link to it, as well as traffic, some summary, and some other data as well, which is really, really good. I can format this out, just copy this and paste that inside ChatGPT or any other LLM, or you can just copy this JSON response and paste that inside any of your code editor. And as you can see on dev.skillcurb.com, the first tool here is Kive. And if you can see in the markdown as well, we have the first tool Kive here with 101.9k traffic, which is really good. So the accuracy is on spot. Everything looks good. I can just click and download the results in JSON or Markdown. So I'm just going to go with JSON right over here. So there you go. I have the result right here. So this was the playground demo of how you can use this new Fire1 agent. But now I want to try out this coding way of how we can trigger the API and use this Fire1 inside our code base. So let's get started with the coding part here. So what you have to do is you have to scroll down in the Fire1 agent documentation right over here, and you can see how you can use it with the scrape endpoint. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, not going to write anything from scratch, and you can choose from Python, Node, or curl commands right here. So back here in my editor, let me just zoom in a bit. So I'm just going to paste in what I copied. Now here what you need to do is you need to paste in your Firecrawl API right over here, as well as your prompt and your target web address right here. So I'm just going to replace this target web address to dev.skillcurb.com And as you remember, this one is a password protected site. So we need to add a password and a whole guide on how it's going to navigate to this site and scrape something for us. As for the formats, I'm just going to go with Markdown here. That's more than enough. So let's go ahead and enter a prompt right here. So I have added the same prompt here. Go to this website, enter the password, which I'm going to be adding later on. Then go to the AI tools section and scrape the first 20 AI tools. As for the API key, you will have to go back to your Firecrawl dashboard, and in the overview tab, you can see you have your API key right over here. Let's just copy this. Back here in my editor, I'm just going to go ahead and paste this, add my password right here and run this. So there you go. Everything is set. Let's go ahead and actually run this. So there you go. We have the results right here because we did a simple terminal print. So we have all the results printed here, and you can see the first tool is named Kive, same as we saw on the playground scrape, and this means that everything is scraped accurately, and you can see this number right over here, 101.9k traffic. So I think everything is done pretty well, but something that needs some sorting is actually this result. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add an AI to actually help us clean this data. So for that, I'm going to use Gemini models because Gemini Flash is really fast and it's free. And to get the API key, what you need to do is you need to go to aistudio.google.com, and here you can create your own API key. I'm just going to go ahead and create my API key right over here. So let's go and create an API key. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this. Now we're going to need a piece of code like this one here, which we can plug inside our already existing code to actually get this work. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy this, and right here below this, I'm just going to go ahead and paste that. What we're going to do now is we're not going to print this scrape result. I'm just going to go ahead and comment this out. Now a couple of more things here. I have added my API right here. I'm just going to go ahead and place that on the top. Now here what we need to do is we need to actually add or prompt what we want to get from this markdown, which is right here, and we have to specify that we want to go to scrape result dot this markdown because this is an object and we have to access this markdown part right here. So there you go. I have my prompt here. Extract and format the following information from the markdown, which is going to be this markdown here, which is tool name, traffic, price, and image. And I also wanted to return the result in a JSON format, and I'm attaching this scraped result here. And in this object, we want to go to this markdown right here. So that's sorted. Now let's go ahead and use Gemini to clean up our data. So what I'm going to do is just hit run, and this should go ahead and do the job for us. So there you go. We have the results. You can see we have the tool name Kive here, the traffic, the price, and the image right here. I can click and check out this image URL, and you can see this is the image for Kive right here. So that means that the image URL is perfectly fine. Now we can test out the data credibility and integrity. We have Kive, Wondershare Filmora, and all of these different AI tools. And here you can see we have Kive, Wondershare Filmora. So Outfits is free and it has 17 as a traffic number. So yes, it is completely accurate and it's free. As for this clothing AI, it has a 1.1k traffic and $15 price. So let's go and check that out. So clothing AI, 1.1 traffic, $15 cost. That means that everything scraped is accurate and on spot, and this structured way is generated using the Gen AI models by Google, which is Flash 2.0, quite fast and free. So this is how you can set up your own scraping environment and bypass all the restrictions, navigate and interact with your target using this new agent, which is Fire1 by Firecrawl. So I hope you can imagine the use cases that we can pull out by this amazing new addition to Firecrawl. With that said, I want to wrap this video up. If you found this video insightful, hit that like button, share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Ring the notification bell to never miss out on a daily update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video. Till then, stay curious and keep exploring.